Okay, so what am I doing today? Hello everybody. What am I doing today? I am going to the dance event called Salsa in the Square. And I know as soon as you hear that you're gonna say BTDT. Been there, done that. Yes, I did indeed do an episode on that on day 49. And this is day 70. But there's another event, I'm going there, it's gonna be fun, so I am going to record that. What I am going to do, however, so that you don't get bored with me, is that I am going to shoot to edit. And this will give us something to talk about, you and me, in between my actual shots. And also it will make it easier for me to edit this, because last time when we did this, one second, yeah. Because last time when I did this event, it took me a week to edit that because it was so big, complex, so many clips and so much stuff to do in there. So today I'm going to shoot to edit, and I will tell you what shoot to edit is and what are the guidelines that I'm going to follow for this. And that will be our topic of conversation today. Welcome to day 70. Every time I shoot a film and I finish, I say pack up. That's my favorite word. But when I come home, I look at the footage like yeah, that looks good. And then when I start actually editing it, then I say, oh, this needs to be fixed, that needs to be clipped, I've got 7 retakes for a particular shot. And all that creates a lot of work for the editing. So when I'm editing it, the editor Sunny curses out director Sunny a lot. So all these lessons that I have learned from doing this whole cycle of shooting and editing, I have created these guidelines for myself, which I will use today to shoot to edit. Make it easier for me to edit because the clips are arranged in that order, or the clips are of that kind of quality. So I'll tell you about these guidelines. When you actually make a film, you have a whole script and you have a script supervisor, so you know what you need to do by the end of the day, what all you need to finish. But when you do a vlog, you don't actually have that level of detailed script, but you should still have a little bit of a plan as to what all things you want to see, if there are any specific shots you want to see in there, and what's the tone going to be like that. And then when you have the script, you need to plan each shot a little bit more as well. And then while I'm talking about each shot, then let's talk about this thing as well, that the presentation has to be good so that you don't have to fix things when you get into editing. So for example, I have this huge issue where I am always doing the all these mouth noises, so that is not good for the presentation, and then sometimes you have to take these things out, which takes time in editing. So if you want to have a shoot to edit kind of workflow, then you need to remove all of these things. I'm working on these things today, and one of the ways that I can do that is by dividing my shots into smaller shots. So instead of having long discussions in one go, I am going to divide them into smaller parts where just a few lines and then cut and then a few more lines. So which is like kind of like editing with the record and the stop button instead of doing this when I take it into the Premiere Pro. So if I divide this stuff into small parts and then I realize that something has not gone perfectly, either the movement or the light or the sound, then I can just do a retake. And if you want to do shoot to edit, and it's always better to do a retake rather than leave something to be fixed in post. Like this particular one where the light is changing, it's just me talking, so as long as my voice is clear, don't need to do a retake. But if I mess something up in my lines, or if I'm doing lots of looking around or things like that, then I will do a retake so that it becomes a usable clip and I can just throw it out the one. So mostly you get two types of clips when you finish a shoot. One of them is where you look at it and it's like, oh, this is crap. You throw it away. And then the other kind where you look at it, you're like, yeah, this is gold. This is very usable. But then there's a third kind that creates the whole hassle, and that is the kind that is a good clip but not good enough. So you either need that because it's a crucial shot or because it's in the script, or you feel like you can fix it up with a little bit of work and then it'll be usable. And that is where the hassle comes in. That's where if you keep doing more and more of those clips, then you need more time to do that, and that creates a whole kind of disorganized project. So today the target, the plan is to create more clips which are either usable or unusable. It's time to have something to eat, and we are back at my favorite, Zizzi's. I like this, the ravioli is really nice. Bon appetit! one thing you will notice today is that I'm not taking any wild walks where I don't know where the camera is pointing and just turning it on and walking through people. So every time I press record today, it is with the purpose. I know where the camera is pointing and what shot I'm trying to get. Second thing is I am monitoring my shots today much more closely. So every time that I take a shot, I check the audio and I check the video to see that it has come out all right. Otherwise, I'm willing to do the retakes. And this itself is a second retake of the same shot because the first two times the background noise was very strong. Oh man, I'm knackered today. Knackered in the English slang means tired, really tired. Tired doesn't actually cut it, so that's why we use knackered or shattered. But this is the closing for day 70. I had so much fun last night. It was that's why I'm so tired today. Don't worry, I've had a shower and everything, so this video won't actually smell bad, don't worry. But I had so much dancing in the Kizomba room. The music was, the DJ was on fire. Antonio Felipe, he's a good DJ anyway, but last night he was extraordinarily good. And I think that made everybody dance more. So danced with my friends, made some new friends as well, enjoyed Kizomba quite a lot. So that was fantastic. And the shoot to edit bit, I think that worked. I've looked at the footage a little bit, and I've got I've got exactly 50 clips. That should be, they look all right. And 50 clips for something like this for a whole day event, it seems okay. And only a few of them would give me trouble, but that would. And that is my last point for shoot to edit, that you can have the plan, you can have the strategy, you can follow it religiously, but ultimately you won't have control over everything. For a film project, yes, you would. For a vlog or a documentary, you might not have control over everything, especially in a live event like this. So there are some videos, especially I had promised my viewers last time that for this Salsa in the Square, I would have some shots of me dancing as well and some shots of a Kizomba dance. So I have both of those, but especially the places where I am dancing, so I had to give camera to somebody else. And the dance things are such that people can walk through your frame and then the camera can move a little bit, all kinds of things can happen. So those are where I would have to do some cutting, I would have to do some fixing probably. Otherwise most of my clips are good, and it looks like I would be able to do, like, don't want this, I want this, and I would be able to put them together quickly. And this is the thing about day 70, that it was a long day, it was a long video, and I will have to actually do the update on the number of clips that gave me trouble, or how much time it took me to actually edit that whole episode. So I will put that number right here. So that is how much time it took me to edit this one, and I'm going to edit this twice because one thing is this whole shoot to edit thing, and combined with the live example of doing this in the live event, it was good. It was a good idea. I still stand by it, but it does mean that is kind of mixed. Both those things are mixed in there. So well, I will do day 70 as the whole day of shooting and going to the event, shooting to edit and attending the Salsa in the Square, whereas I will do another clip of that and put that as day 71 video, which would be only the coverage of the event. So for example, if you think of day 70 as a making of a film, then day 71 will be the actual film. So it might be a couple of minutes, might be 2-3 minutes maximum, and that would be just that final finished product. So that will be day 71. So I'm not recording anything for day 71. There won't be any introduction or anything. It will be just that clip of the coverage of the event, so that people can take it and share that with other people as well if they want. And I will just say thank you for watching, and please subscribe, and I hope you like this video 70 and the day 71 as well. Bye.